Hello, it's me James and welcome back to another episode of Simply Survival. This is the series where I like to show you tips, tricks and tutorials, and of course I like to do this in complete survival. In today's video I'm going to be showing you 5 insane features that is currently in the main version of the game, and if you use these features you are guaranteed to become more OP in Minecraft. That is just a fact. So, with that being said, let's jump straight on into the video. OP feature number 1, I want to talk about villagers. Now, I do often talk about villagers, but this one right here, I suppose, is kind of a reminder. A reminder that we can still do some pretty OP things with villagers. And yeah, it is literally just a feature of the game at this point. Now, we have had an announcement via Mojang saying that some of the trades are going to be biome locked in the future. Again, we've had no specific date knowing when that is coming to the game, so I can only assume maybe it's 1.20. Maybe they won't even add it, but even still, if they don't, what I would definitely do is take advantage of villagers right now. For example, I did this by getting loads of cheap trade mending villagers. So for example, all of these guys will sell mending. Now, they're not all the same price. Right here I've got one for 23. If we go over, I've got one for 9, and if we go over a little bit more, I've got one for 19. Right here, I've got one for 1, so I can literally get mending for 1 emerald still, which is pretty insane. And I've got a bunch of other cheap trades as well, which I've just got just in case the new things do come into play. That way, I've got all of these guys ready to rumble. Another OP thing you can do with villagers is literally get a couple sources of XP. So when you do a trade with a villager, is there 2 guys in there? Dude, how did they get in there? Well, that's not good. Anyway, yeah, if you literally do a trade with a villager, you can literally get XP, and if you buy stuff off a clerk villager, you can actually buy XP, so you get double XP. So I'll get XP for doing the trade, as you can see, and then I can collect that, and I've also got XP bottles, so I could, yeah, I need to fix those, like, really badly. I might just destroy it. I don't know. I'll think of it after, but basically, yeah, XP is a really good feature of villagers. You can just do a bunch of trading. And, oh, damn, that one's locked. I mean, are they all locked right now? Alright, I can get some from this one. But yeah, you get a bunch of XP. You get a bunch of other items from clerks as well, including redstone, lapis, glowstone, ender pearls, and, of course, yeah, the main one, I think, is XP. You can also literally buy, like, diamond stuff off villagers. Unfortunately, it's not the greatest of price. One thing I have noticed, actually, that is a fairly decent price, if I can find it. Right here, look, I can buy holes for 1 emerald. You see this? Dude, that is cheap, so I can still get fully diamond hose for 1 emerald. I would say that's pretty worth it. The rest of them, not so much. But, yeah, there are still some pretty good OP trades that you can take advantage of. We'll definitely do that before the villager changes come into effect, if they come into effect. So, yeah, that is OP feature, or insane feature, number 1. Next insane feature actually allowed me to get 64 pairs of elytra. I did this in a video, I think a few years ago now. I'll throw it on the screen so you guys know what video it is. But yeah, I was able to get 64 pairs of elytra using this insane feature. So let me show you exactly what it is. So a couple of things about this extremely insane feature before I show you what it is. On normal worlds, this is going to work a lot better. And also, you may need a slightly better device to get this feature to work. Maybe if you've got a slower device, it may not work. So that is kind of an unfortunate thing about this feature. Although if you're on like a PC like myself, I am able to go into the settings and go to the video settings. And basically, we have a thing called render distance. Now, everyone's going to have this tab, but it might be different depending on what device you have, which is kind of unfortunate. So, I do apologize for that. I mean, yeah, I don't know why I'm apologizing. I literally cannot do anything about that. But if you do have the opportunity to turn this up, I mean, I could go to 96. I don't know if you can go higher than 96. Maybe you can. But watch what happens when I'm standing on my main end island. So, let's imagine I'm on my main end island. And, yeah, from here, I can literally see the outer end islands. And soon enough, as they load in, you can see, I can see 2 end cities, and this is exactly what I took advantage of to get myself 64 pairs of elytra. Right there, we have 2 end ships, so that would be 2 pairs of elytra. Of course, I've already visited those. So what would happen is, I'd go over to there, and yeah, I'd put the render distance back up, and I would try and find another one. So I could basically walk over here and, yeah, another one would just show up. This one, I'm pretty sure, does have a ship. Oh, yeah, it's literally right there. For some reason, I couldn't see it. But, yeah, that's another pair of elytra, so that's 3 down. And, yeah, I just rinsed and repeated that formation, and I was able to get so much elytras. Not to mention the other loot as well. I was able to get so much loot from them. Oh, damn. One thing I've noticed is I've got another stacked gateway over here. Wow. I only thought I had 1 stack gateway. Because I'm in a copy of Simply Survival, I'm just going to go in creative for the purpose of the video and speed. But yeah, I only thought I had 1 stack gateway. This is actually a surprise to me. So that's 1. But the other one is literally just over here, next to my illegal biomes. This one is absolutely huge. Look at that one. Dude, I have no idea why I've got 2. Well, yeah, there's the illegal biome. You can see absolutely everything with these render distance put to the max, as you can see. Unfortunately, like I said, it is not available on every device, which is kind of a downside. But this, if you have the availability, definitely take advantage of it. You could use this in the overworld as well. Yeah, we could take advantage in the overworld massively by just seeing what structures are about. Literally, you wouldn't even need things like chunk base or anything like that. You can literally turn this up, see what's about, and yeah, go to it and get the loot. Oh, the render distance feature is definitely very, very OP, and that is feature number 2. Let's get on to the next one. The next feature on the list is actually the reason why this video didn't come out yesterday. I was enjoying this feature way too much. I mean, I'd never really used it that much before. But, yeah, it is absolutely insane. Now, I think some people would say, not so much. But I beg to differ. This, I like to call just block placement, or whatever you want to call it. It's definitely a feature of the game, because you can literally just do it in the game. It's placing a bunch of blocks like this, and some of you might recognize what exactly this is. Now, this is one of the steepest staircases in Minecraft. As you can see, this goes all the way to the high build limit, and yeah, you can do it pretty fast. Although, this is not a player one, alright? So, you do not do this just with your player. In fact, it is impossible to get up the bottom. I mean, not impossible. You can probably glitch your way up. But, this is specifically for a camel. And let me tell you, this is absolutely insane. Right, so I've got my camel and I'm approaching the super steep staircase. Just look how insane and fast this goes. Just for reference, this is how fast the camel moves. Right, normally, this is how fast the camel moves. Watch how fast this camel goes up this staircase. It's absolutely insane. Oh, no, I'm on the side too much. I need to go in the middle. But there we go. I'm in the middle, so I should be okay. Just look at that. Look how fast we are going. We've already broken through the clouds, and we're pretty much at the build limit. In fact, we actually are at the build limit, as you can see. Just look at that. Look how fast we was able to get up. The only problem is, I don't really know what to do up here. And I don't really know how to get down. So I'm kind of stuck up here with a camel. So, yeah. I mean, I'm going to try and get down. But I do think maybe, I think maybe it's a death sentence. So, you know, I think actually we're just going to leave the camel up here. I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. Oh, no. I accidentally nearly pushed my camel off. Dude. All right. I'm sorry, little camel. I'm going to, yeah, I'm just going to leave you up here. But, as you can see, the vertical staircase quite literally is basically vertical. Just look at that. So, let's have a closer look at the staircase itself, what the exact block placement is. So, it's pretty easy. I had to modify it a little bit, but I think it looks absolutely insane, especially when it gets to the crystals and they stick out more. And then you can still go up. I mean, yeah, absolutely insane. So, we got a slab, a chest, grindstone, wall, fence, chain, glass or glass panes, and then we've got schools but on the back like this. So they're on this block, and then we remove the block, and then we have 6 blocks at the back and the crystals, as you can see. And then above that we have 1 trapdoor, and then it repeats all the way over again, and that goes all the way up to the build limit. This is absolutely great as a staircase or something like that. I'm not really sure what it can be used for. I mean, obviously, it's just a staircase. I mean, a really fast one. You can actually make player ones. It's a different combination of blocks, but they're a lot of fun to make. I mean, yeah, like I said, this completely distracted me yesterday from actually making the video. I was just like, yeah, I'm definitely going to make this because, I mean, it was so fun. So, as I said, I don't really know what to call this. I'm just going to call it, you know, block placement, certain block placement, and you can literally use it to your advantage by making the steepest staircase in Minecraft. Next on the list, I'm going to show you a very, very powerful feature of the game. This can save you in some very, very catastrophic instances, but it can also be used to your advantage if you don't mind using it. Now, there are certain circumstances that you may use this in. One of them, for example, maybe you've got, I don't know, maybe you're going to set up a wither, which I think I'm going to do right now. I just want to fight the wither. But, oh, damn, I've just set the wither up in my museum. How am I going to sort this out? Well, what you're going to do is you're going to go to the settings. You're not going to worry whatsoever. And we're simply going to go into peaceful. Now, some people might not want to do that, including myself, which is why I'm actually in a copy of my world. Because if you go into peaceful, certain mobs that you have collected, maybe in your museum, may actually go. But you know what else goes as well? The wither that we just placed. So essentially, this is an emergency kind of like switch, if you like, to turn it off if you really don't want to do it, if you're in trouble, anything like that. Again, not many players probably would use this, but there are players out there that will use this. For example, I used to use changing the difficulty. So of course, if we go onto the difficulty, I used to change it from anywhere between easy to hard. The reason I used to do that and not go into peaceful, because if you go into peaceful, you would lose any hostile mobs that you collect. However, if you just use these three, so if I went into easy, I could fight the wither really, really easily, giving me a beneficial benefit, because yeah, literally, it's literally a feature of the game. I'm not breaking any rules. It's not part of the cheat collection. I can literally do this, and then once I've done it, I can just go into hard mode again. Once again, this is completely optional. You don't have to do this, but it is nice to know the information nonetheless. And I would say if you use it as a tool, this is very, very OP. And last but no means least, I'm going to talk about the exit out of the game feature. Now, I don't know if this is a feature in the game per se. So, I mean, I know that I'm going to get a bunch of comments like, James, yeah, this is not a feature in the game. Yeah, you're just talking rubbish. But I beg to differ. I mean, in the game, on any version of the game, you can literally force quit. Now, whether that's to do with the device or the game, I do not know. But maybe the game might have, like, an option not to force quit. I do not know. Either way, this force quit can be used for a number of different really, really OP reasons. So, this is only going to work on normal worlds. If you're on something like a realm, the way that the realm will save is completely different. But on a normal world, like I'm on a copy right now, we can use this, like I said, for OP reasons. So, I've got some lava right here. And it would be a shame if I were to fall in the lava and burn alive. But oh damn, I fell in the lava and there's not much I can do about it. I'm not going to survive. In fact, I'm going to let myself die. And boom. Oh, I didn't die. I had a totem of undying on me. So that was the worst thing that I've ever done. Either way, we're going to exit out of the game, which I just showed you because I was panicking. And my totem will not have popped. So you could potentially die in your world, which I will show you after. And your game will not log the death, alright? So you can kind of save yourself. This is kind of like a little trick where you can save yourself. And this is not the only use for this kind of little trick that you can do. Now, I exited out of the game using Alt F4. It's going to be different on different devices, as some of you may know. But... dude, here I am. My skin is completely gone for some reason. Am I even logged in? Yeah, I'm definitely logged in. My skin's there, but it's not here. A little glitch there. But as you can see, I still have my totem. So let's take out the totem and do that again. What's going to happen is, yeah, basically, I am not going to die. But, oh, we accidentally fall in lava. And the opportunity that you have, if you have no other opportunity, you're actually going to die. You can't get out quick enough. Bang, exit out of the game. Straight away, exit out of the game. If you can do it before you die, that's even better. Alright? Just to exit out of the game. Now, like I said, there are another bunch of uses for this, but I would say this is one of the main ones. Or maybe a creeper explosion that you really can't be bothered to fix. Maybe it blows up your museum or something like that. Yeah, again, great information to know if you are on a normal world. Exiting out the game is literally going to save you. Oh, damn. No, it didn't save me. Quick, right, exit out of the game. Now, as you saw there, it didn't save me. but I wasn't dead. So what I'm going to do is attempt to save myself, which again is going to give me another lifetime. So I'm going to go back on this, and as soon as I go on this time, I'm going to basically put my totem in my offhand. And basically, yeah, there you go. I was able to save myself. So it didn't work out exactly how I wanted it to. But it worked out. I think I just exited out of the game a little bit too late the first time. But either way, we managed to survive. Again, this is for a normal world. Now, the other use that commonly used for an exit out of the game is a duplication glitch. I'm not going to go into that too much in this video. Because that is definitely not kind of like a feature of the game. But like I said, the actual exit out itself is kind of a feature. I mean, whether that's part of the device or not, I'm not really sure. No doubt everyone's going to have a go at me. But I think it is worth knowing that information. You can literally save yourself if you're in a sticky situation. So there are my top 5 insane features in the game at the moment. But there is one that I want to talk about that is literally leaving today. It is the 12th of March. And if all the leaks are 100% correct, yeah, the game will be updating today to the 1.20.70 version. We're currently on the 1.20.62 version, and in this version, on Realm specifically, we have always loaded chunks in the end. You can take advantage of this by using OP farms. Now, it is a little bit late to do this, but if you didn't want to update and, you know, take advantage of this, it's entirely up to you. I'm not sure what the 1.20.70 update is going to be like, so, yeah, we'll find out as soon as it comes out later. I'm recording this prior, a little bit earlier in the day, so it's still not came out. Basically, I've got this set up, and this is always loaded. I get all of this and all of this. The only thing is, I need to come in here if I log out of my realm just to set it up. Now, when I leave, like this, well, let me just see if that compost is working. Alright, so it's not. So let's just turn this on. And, yeah, that's going to work. You can see in here, we've got nothing. And, well, that's quite full, as you can see. But we can throw some... Well, no, we'll leave that in there. And I'll just go out the end. And basically, you will see that... yeah, we're going to have a few stacks building up. And the furnace will still work. I mean, I can't really be bothered to show it in too much detail. I've got a bunch of videos on it. And I just really wanted to let you guys know that, yeah, this is basically a last-minute reminder. This truly is a last-minute reminder because... yeah, it literally is getting removed out of the game today. Like I said, I'm not really sure why I went out the end. I'm not really going to talk about it in detail. But this right here is always loaded. And, yeah, it will be whilst I'm in the overworld as of right now. So, yeah, not really part of today's list. But that is the final one that I am going to talk about. And there we have it. There are my top 5 insane features in the Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Again, I do hope that this helps you out in your world. So I will catch you all on the... oh, God. On the next one. Bye.